I mean, looks good conditions on Le Mans, but on the sprint race was quite windy. I mean, it was easy to make a mistake, was easy to lose the front, especially because the hot was there, but the wind was quite fresh, quite freezing. So, I mean, yeah, I did a good start, I did a good first laps, but in that point I saw Fabio doing a gap and I said, wow, amazing. He's pushing a lot, but later on he paid off a little bit on his rear tire. And then, it was not easy to overtake him. He's making a really good line. I mean, he's a champion, so he's doing really good things. But when I have the first opportunity, okay, I need to go for that. And yeah, happy to make this second place again. Today I know it before the race that the maximum, making everything perfect, was second, so we did it. And yeah, we lose the lead, but still we are 1 point behind. And especially that, I mean, we are scoring points and points, so this is the most important thing.
It was good. There was some potential in there. Unfortunately, I was a little bit stuck fighting with the riders, but it's nice to see the potential of the bike. It's nice to see where we have to improve, and yeah, I'm very satisfied of the day. It was a good qualifying lap, and also the rhythm was good. I start to feel at the end of the sprint that, the rhythm was coming. And even though I start to ride quite fast, and I see also that we were catching the group in front, so I'm excited for tomorrow, I have to say.
Seems to return a bit this morning, not enough during the race, at least enough of confidence to attack and try to gain some positions. And I was there in the fight, but then when you need the pace, still missing something. I could not go in the low 31. And that's the reason why I could not catch Viñales and Acosta. I hope tomorrow, in dry condition, I can feel a bit better and have this space for 7th position and build it and have a chance at the end of the race to catch good points. But it might rain, so this can be a random situation to give me an opportunity to have a podium.
Yeah, well, for sure, as you said, it's been a tough weekend. For sure, it's not our position, our place, not to be that far from the top. But anyway, I think it's always important to recover, to don't lose the focus and try to understand what's possible to improve. And today we did it for the sprint. Hopefully, we can do it also tomorrow, even if the conditions are quite tricky. So maybe it could be also a good card for us. But part of this, I think, it's just part of the game sometimes to don't have the way quite clear and just trying to recover. So we are working, and yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm quite happy overall for today. It's true that we weren't able to go through Q2 after Q1, but it was for 0-0. So yeah, it makes me a little bit angry. But yeah, on the sprint I gave my maximum. I did a really great start, starting on P14, finishing on P8. So yeah, quite happy. Let's see how the days go tomorrow. We need to fix something with the electronic, because I'm feeling first and second year a little bit not powerful. But yeah, everything looking good and pushing for tomorrow.
Oh, I got away to a relatively decent start. We all sort of bunched up into turn 3. I don't think anybody got their devices unhooked at the front. And it kind of, I swung to the right to kind of cut back, and when I cut back, everyone was kind of just parked at the apex of 3. So then, it wasn't too bad though. I was in a relatively decent spot. Just getting sort of in the group, and then I think on the second or third lap, Johan sent it through and got past me up into 3-4, which was alright, but that put me in range, and Bastianini sent one in from 6 kilometres back at 8 and put us both off track. And I lost about 5 positions. Just was trying to recover after that. It's really difficult to make a pass, so I was just kind of waiting for the guys around me to make mistakes. But I feel like tomorrow on the medium tyre will be better. The soft this afternoon was kind of like the most ground temperature we'd had, and we were suffering a little bit like from the get-go on the edge, just in terms of support going into corners. Exit was alright. Tyre stayed relatively good. I mean, pace stayed pretty stable. It just, in terms of confidence, in terms of speed to be able to put the bike down and also carry corner speed was kind of where I was lacking. And like I said, yeah, it was just really, really hard to make an overtake. But in general, like I said, it's been a positive weekend all round, and you know, we finished today, learned from that, and like I said, tomorrow I think on the mediums it'll be on the medium rear, it'll be a little bit better over the long race duration.
I was struggling to engage the front device. Then I finally did it, but I was late in the procedure, and then I just pulled away from the starting line. So I had an awful start. Then when I was racing, I didn't have the right feeling. I wasn't feeling comfortable with the bike, and I didn't have the right grip. I don't know. It
was the strangest crash I think I've ever had. It was I braked up straight and I locked the front up straight, but normally you have like little locks and it just comes straight again. But I locked and it didn't quite come back. And then I was trying to pick the front up, but the rear just kept coming around, and then it gave me like a small little high side thing. But obviously, yeah, it was just enough to throw me down. So not ideal. Honestly, I felt really good. Even in quali today, I felt pretty good, and just obviously didn't go quick enough to get through. But the feeling's there. I felt like I was doing a decent job, had a good start, and I felt like I could have fought with my two teammates. So yeah, all okay.
Well, today we don't need to think about the end of the race, let's say, because we need to take the small little good things, you know, that was around the race. The bike was working quite okay. Also, the battle with Maverick was quite nice. Also, the pace at the end, we was just catching back the group for fighting for the podium for this. It's true that we started still struggling in the first laps, not also myself, generally KTM, but anyway, we need to be happy because the pace was there.